What's up, boys and girls and babes? It has been week 12 of the NHL regular season, the last week before the Christmas break, in which the Caps had 3 games, won 2 of them. I really would have preferred if the one that they lost, they had not lost, but we'll talk about that. The Washington Capitals lost to the Pittsburgh Penguins 2-1. The Washington Capitals won against the Buffalo Sabres, again, 2-1. And then the Washington Capitals gave the Ottawa Senators a little pasting for Christmas, 4-0. Anyhoodle, okay, let's get started with Wednesday night. Wednesday night, my mom and dad decided to host a watch party for this game because they're hockey fans now, ever since I made them watch the Stanley Cup final last year. Remember that? I invaded their house. So it was me and my mom and my dad, Pens fan pastor and his 2 boys. I'm just gonna say that I really, really wish, you know what, okay. It's an 82 game season and you're not gonna win them all, and I understand that. The Penguins are also a good hockey team, I guess. I showed up early because I was the only one without church commitments. So I was the one preparing the snacks, arranging the cheese board. Why? Patriarchy, I guess. I was the only one that was on time for puck drop, and then my mom and dad showed up, and then my pastor and his 2 boys showed up. And they walked in, and the game had been going for about 3 minutes. We all sat down to watch the game. We got our snacks. We were having a good time and chirping each other back and forth, you know, and older Pens fan son says something about, I said something about Tom Wilson, and he said, oh, I'll never fight Alexiak. And I was like, if you had been on time, you would have seen that fight. Would you like some Brie? That was my only victory of the evening. It's not true. I had a lot of good comebacks, but my comebacks were the only victory of the evening, unfortunately. Literally the only thing that happened in the first period was Tom Wilson fighting Jamie Alexiak, which somebody better go punch Jim Rutherford right in the head, because he's the one who deserves that punch, not Jamie Alexiak. Poor child. Just because you're 6'7" does not mean you are a fighter, sweetie. I have no objection to fighting in the game, but concussions blow, so I really hope that he gets better soon. Okay, moving on from that. 6 minutes and 38 seconds into the second period, Lars Eller scores his 5th of the season with an assist from Tom Wilson, who steals the puck from Jake Gensel. The Pens are on a change. He and Lars Eller come into the zone. Basically, no one else around. And then 9 minutes and 15 seconds into the second period, Sidney Crosby gets himself a little goal. And 18 minutes and 58 seconds into the second period, Brian Rust gets himself a little goal. No scoring in the third, just me and the Pens fan family jawing back and forth. So like we had fun, but it could have been funner for me. Anyway, moving on. Friday, the Washington Capitals see the Buffalo Sabres again for the second time in 7 days. What is this schedule this year? It makes no sense. This was the only game this week that I actually got to watch like at my house, on my couch, watching on my television, and they only scored 2 goals. There was no scoring in the first, but in the second, at 2 minutes and 50 seconds into the second period, Chandler Stevenson gets his 3rd of the year, shorthanded, with an assist from Nick Dowd, who lobs a beauty of a little elevated alley-oop out of the zone. Chandler just corrals it and goes top shelf. Nothing else happens in the second period. In the third, 9 minutes and 1 second into the third period, Johan Larsson, never heard of him, Homst gets himself a little goal. It's okay. You know why it's okay? Because 13 minutes into the third, on the dot, here comes Tom Wilson. Tom Wilson gets his 10th of the season with an assist from Evgeny Kuznetsov, who just victimizes Carter Hutton. Like, Carter Hutton made a mistake, came out to try and play the puck and couldn't decide which direction to go. Well, think faster, because Evgeny Kuznetsov is here to steal the puck. Thank you very much. I'll have that. Here you go, Tom. There it is. 2-1. Saturday night versus the Ottawa Senators. I worked all day and then I went to my mom and dad's. Then I went over to my new place to start washing down the house because every surface in that house needs to be washed. So what I did was I put Walton on my phone while I was doing that. And apparently, according to my friends, according to the podcasts that I listened to, that was probably the best thing that I could have done because despite being a 4-0 win, apparently it wasn't all that much fun. Which I get. Phoenix Copley gets the start. 1 minute and 32 seconds into the first. I'm driving from my parents to my new place. Guess what? That's right. Through that little stretch of country road that has a mailbox that is a pig riding a Harley Davidson motorcycle. I'm dead serious. This is 5 now. I'm gonna have to camp out at the end of this guy's driveway. Brett Connolly scores his 8th of the season with a beautiful boom. Hand-eye coordination tip in from Jonas Siegenthaler with a secondary assist from Lars Eller. Seriously, this is getting weird now. I'm gonna have to stop at the end of the driveway and walk up to the house and be like, hey neighbor. So I have a tent. 17:56 into the first. I have made it to my new place and I am getting all of my stuff together. And my man, my weird crush, Mr. Matt Niskanen just puts his stick on the ice for Backy to bank one in off of. With assists from number 19, Nicholas Backstrom, and number 8, Alexander Ovechkin. Matt Niskanen gets his 5th of the year. Going into the first intermission, Caps are up 2-0. Okay. Coming back for the second, I have progressed to actually working on cleaning something, and I'm in the master bathroom, and I am on a counter. I'm kneeling on a counter to clean a ceiling. And here comes my sweet son, one Mr. Jacob Vrana, unassisted with his 11th of the season, makes a great individual effort to just rob Stone and go top shelf. And I nearly fell off the counter. At 13:44 into the second, Michael Kempny gets his 3rd of the season. Just throws a wrister in from the point that I think Cody Ceci was probably trying to block this shot, but what happened instead was that it bounced off of his skate and into the goal. Caps win 4-0 over the Ottawa Senators. That was week 12 of the NHL regular season. This is going to be a short video because I really want to get my holiday started. I found some rum. Anyway, you guys have a great holiday break and I'll see you next week. This has been Kate, your Salty Caps fan. Bye.